Do you really believe in zodiac signs?
Hell yeah, I believe in zodiac signs. You know, I actually read my zodiac sign almost every day, to be honest.
What is your sign?
I'm a Virgo, you know what I'm saying?
At this point, are you single?
I'm in love with the music.
But as far as a relationship,
That is my relationship.
okay. All right. Now, when it comes to you being single, but being in love with music,
For
why?
sure. Say what now?
Why?
Why am I in love with music?
Yeah, why are you in love with music? Why are you single?
Because like music gives me an out.
Or is that a political answer there?
I mean, nah, it ain't really a political answer. It's just I feel like it gives me a way to express myself and talk about relationships or whatever experiences I'm going through. You know what I mean? So if I don't want to express myself to a particular woman, I just put it in the music, and hopefully she hear it, whoever that is.
And for time reference, it's August 2021, and your current age is 25. Now, can you be single and happy?
For sure. I think that's when you the most happy. Depending on the person you with, it all depends on like the person. If you find that right one that uplifts you instead of, you know what I'm saying, bringing you down, and she support your every move and, you know what I'm saying, your endeavors, then yeah, you can definitely be happy in a relationship, but when you single, you kind of got the free will to do what you want to do. So it just depends on who you rocking with.
For you, is it better just to stay single?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I've been in a great relationship and relationships, and I've also been happy single too. So it just depends, like I said, on the woman I'm with. You feel me? But I definitely learned a lot from being in a relationship too. You know what I'm saying? It taught me a lot about myself. Taught me a lot about how to treat a woman. You know what I mean? Because I feel like you see yourself or you know how to deal with the woman based off of how you treat her. You know what I mean?
Never been married?
Nah, I ain't never been married. I ain't opposed to it though, but she just gotta be the right one. Feel me?
Ever popped the question?
Nah, it's too early for that, Smallz. You feel me? Way too early.
Ever been close?
No, that's not even a thought in my mind right now.
Maybe not right now, but this question could,
I've
be
had, I've
something that happened in the past.
yeah, I've definitely like, you know what I'm saying, with a chick, I've definitely thought about it. Like, damn, I might marry. I could see myself marrying you one day, but it's still too early.
Now, what makes a man intimidated to shoot his shot?
For marriage or just in general?
Just in general.
It could be a factor of a lot of things. Like some dudes just, they might be nervous about how a girl look at them. Or see, I got the three, and I'm gonna give away, a little bit of game. But I give away, I do the 3 look rule. So if she look at you one time, all right, cool. She choose you a little bit. Twice, boom, she's kind of figuring you out. And third time, it's like, all right, man, maybe I want him to approach me. You know what I'm saying? That always worked for me. 3 look rule. You know what I mean? I just put y'all on game, man.
You ever been intimidated yourself before?
For sure, most definitely.
Now, speaking of the approach, should women start shooting their shot more?
Um, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I feel like if a girl, if a woman like you enough, or she just feel that spark off rip, I don't see nothing wrong with her approaching you. But I definitely think as men, you know what I'm saying, we the hunters. We you know, if we see something we like, we go after it. So I think the man should always approach. But it's nothing wrong with a woman approaching too, because that just shows, you know, her courage.
Is talking and dating the same thing, or are they different levels?
Um,
Your opinion here.
it's kind of the same thing, but talking is more so like getting to know each other. Well, they both kind of getting to know each other, but dating is like, okay, I'm putting a little more effort into it to see how far this goes. Talking is like, I'm gonna just talk to, you know, however many people I want to talk to and just kind of play around a little bit. Dating is like, all right, I'm really fucking with you, and we'll see how this go.
What's after dating?
Come on, man, you know it's after dating, man. You feel me? It's time to get right, time to get intimate. You feel me?
Girlfriend, boyfriend?
What you mean?
After dating?
Yeah.
Like the levels. Talking, dating, girlfriend, boyfriend, that would be the next? After dating?
For sure. Definitely. Definitely. It really just depends, cause like some people say it's the same thing. Oh, we talking, that means we dating. But you could be talking to a whole bunch of people just to talk to them. But when you dating, it's like, all right, let's take it one notch ahead. I'm kind of feeling you. Maybe it can be a relationship. Maybe you can be my girlfriend, or for a girl, you know, my boyfriend.
And then after girlfriend and boyfriend, possible engagement?
I mean, if you ready for that, but I will say, cause I got some friends that are married, and that's a huge step. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them are young too, so it's like they took that leap of faith. But then when you in it, just know what you signed up for. You know what I mean? So, and it's easier to get into it, but harder to get out of it. So just make sure, you know, if you do want to marry that person, it's the right person, or you feel like it's the right person. But don't listen to nobody too though, because sometimes you can get a lot of opinions, and then it can cloud your judgment. You know what I mean? And I had to learn that myself. Like, I ain't getting married no time soon, nothing like that. But I do feel like in the past, I've let opinions kind of cloud my judgment on who I should be in a relationship with, or do my partners think she bad, or or do they think this the right? But it shouldn't be about that. It's like, okay, it don't matter what they think. If I feel that way about somebody, then I'm gonna make that move.
Now, how many people can the person you're talking to talk to?
You can talk to whoever you want to talk to. Like, I ain't never been like the controlling type. You feel me? Now, if we take it to you know, the dating phase, or as you would say, the relationship phase, then nah, you can't talk to nobody but me. But talking like, hey baby, do what you gotta do. If you feel like you gotta see what's popping, you know, which dude the right dude for you, then by any means. You know what I mean? Just know that when you come this way, I'm gonna get you right.
What's your opinion on dating someone with kids?
Well, see, I got a kid, so maybe before I had a kid, I would have been like, nah. But now that I do got a kid, and I understand the ins and outs of having a kid, it's a little different. So that's cool.
Is there a limit on how many kids?
I definitely think there's a limit for me. I can't speak for nobody else, but I think probably one is cool for me. Any more than that, it's like all your time gotta go to those kids first. You know what I mean? And I'm an affectionate person, so I be like, man, I know you love your kids as you supposed to, but I need some time for me too, for us. You did.
What's your status with the child's mother at this point, relationship-wise?
Oh, I love her. We got the best relationship. You know what I mean? Like, still hang out all the time. Do things with my daughter. You know what I mean?
But you guys aren't in a relationship.
She's a great woman.
What's your opinion on dating someone with pets?
Dating someone with pets? Oh, that's cool.
Maybe they don't have any kids, but they've got pets.
That's cool. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I be seeing people with pets go a little too far and a little overboard. And they be acting like they in a relationship with the pets. Then that's why I be like, man, look. I know you love your dog and everything, but you can't be kissing your dog in the mouth and tonguing him down and then expect to kiss me again. Nah. It ain't rocking like that.
What makes a woman instantly unattractive?
Hygiene, you gotta have good hygiene. And I'm picky too, like, if I see one little thing on your lip or, you know what I mean, like baby, you gotta wipe that off, you feel me? You don't put no chapstick on, you gotta take care of yourself. You gotta smell good. As far as personality-wise, if you always looking for a flaw in me or even in yourself, if you don't have no confidence in yourself, then it's a no-go for me. I like a woman who like to have fun. I like a woman who supports me through the good and the bad, because I'm going to give you the same in return. You know what I mean? But you got to be on the same level. You got to respect what I do, and I got to respect what you do, and it'll work out.
What's a petty reason you won't date someone? If you have one.
I say if you talk too much, like, and not just meaning telling all our business to everybody. I feel like what we do should be between us, you know what I'm saying? And, of course you want to have your girlfriends or whatever, but if you constantly, we calling your girlfriends up, we just did this, we doing this, it's like, damn, can we ever, keep some shit on the smooth, on the low, and just rock how we rock? The whole world don't gotta know every single move.
Would you date someone who is not physically attractive?
No. Cause, let's just be honest. We look at the physical appearance first. That's just what it is. And then, you figure out if you like that person for who they are. And then you make your discernment as far as if you want to continue that relationship or not.
Ever dated someone who was not physically attractive in the past?
Me, nah. I gotta be attracted to you.
Can you really date someone who is drug-free?
Yeah, for sure.
Doesn't smoke, doesn't drink, doesn't pop pills, things of that nature.
For sure. I would rather that anyway. You know what I mean? Like I used to smoke, do all that drink and stuff. And not saying I really don't smoke no more. Cause I just, wanted to have more of a clear mind. But I ain't knocking nobody who do it. If you do it or not, it ain't really my business. As long as you ain't letting it affect, you know what I'm saying, your decisions in life. Like you don't wake up and you need that shit. Like some people need it to eat, to talk to people. It's like at that point that's when it get out of control, you feel me? But if you just do it, that's on you. I don't care.
What did you smoke in the past?
Just weed. That's it.
Now, have you...
3 months strong. I ain't smoked in 3 months, and I feel good too.
So you've officially quit marijuana
I'm
use.
done for good.
Was that easy or hard to quit?
Kind of both. Like in the beginning, cause man, I used to smoke a lot. I used to smoke like every day. You feel me? But it was more so like to just get into the music and to be creative and stuff like that. But I found out you don't need that to be creative. You know what I'm saying? All that shit is in us naturally. So, but like I said, I ain't knocking nobody. But I just know for me in particular, it just made me more focused. That's it.
And what led you to quit?
I'm just always challenging myself to see if I can do it. Cause I went from smoking every day to one day just being like, man, let me just see if I can stop this shit just to do it. And I did it, and I was surprised. I'm like, whoa, okay, cool. And now I don't even got the urge to do it. So I know I made the right decision. You feel me? And it be funny because, like, I be around, you know, like, all my partners and stuff, they smoking shit, but it be funny to see me being sober and then my partner's high. It's fun to me, you know what I'm saying? Because you just get to see a different element of your friends. And I fuck with it, though, you know what I mean?
On your route to actually quitting and being 3 months clean, did you relapse at all?
Nah. Like I said, I think I'm done for good. Real talk.
And how did you quit exactly? Was it the flip of a light switch, cold turkey, as they say, or did it take some time to wean
Cold
off?
turkey. Cold turkey. Because I remember when I was younger, Smallz, I was like, man, I never drink, I never smoke. I was one of them kids, like, the goody two-shoes. I never, ooh. Man, as soon as I got to high school, hey, bro, hit this blunt, bro. Nah, bro, I don't. And then after a while, you know, peer pressure's a motherfucker, so pick up the blunt. And then you be thinking, my first time when I smoked, I didn't get high. The first couple times. So I'm like, man, why y'all even doing this? Y'all don't even feel nothing. But then I got into it, then you start to feel it, and you start to get high, whoop. And after that, you be thinking that shit ain't addictive, but the more you do it, the more that shit get addictive. And like I said, I ain't judging nobody. Like, I used to smoke all the time, so this ain't me saying, oh, don't smoke, woo. This just me talking from personal experience as far as what I want to do. And I just felt myself getting like lazy all the time, just different things.
Did you have a support system when it came to quitting?
Yeah, for sure. Me and my pops, like, man, we used to smoke all the time. Like, he been smoking since I was young, you feel me? So we both decided to do it, you know what I'm saying, at the same time, 4 months ago. And I was surprised he even did it, because, you know, he smoked way more than me and way before me. So I told him one day, I said, man, I just want to stop just to see first if I can do it, and just to, you know what I mean, be more focused on things I need to be focused on. He was like, man, you know, son, like, I'm fucking with that. I might have to do that with you. I said, for real, you? He was like, yeah. So, I know I ain't been smoking since. I gotta call him up and see if he, you know what I'm saying, if he touched the blunt. But I'm pretty sure he's staying on that route too.
What age were you when you started smoking?
16. Yeah, 16.
And did you consider yourself addicted to marijuana at one point?
See, I ain't consider myself at first, cause you know, everybody was like, man, we not addicted, da da da. You hear that so much, but then there'll be the motherfucker smoking every day, all day. And at one point, and sorry, my mom, she gonna kill me. At one point, I was smoking like four, 5 a day, probably more than that. Sometimes I'm like, man, I'm tripping. It should never be that much. Maybe once a day, cool. But 4, 5. When it got to that point, that's why I was like, man, I gotta stop that. Cause if I don't, it's gonna get worse and worse and worse.
So you did inevitably consider yourself addicted.
Yeah, I say I was.
Now, has quitting this addiction turned into another addiction of some sort?
No. Nah. It just really made me it made me more like I got more energy now. I ain't waking up at like 1, 2 o'clock. I'm up early, more productive. Um, nah.
When it comes to your music, what's been your biggest record so far, biggest song in your catalog at this point?
I say Thank Your Mama featuring Amigos. That's what really put me in the game. But the song that like the ladies really gravitated towards and was playing all over the radio was probably Minute Maid. Um, yeah, Minute Maid is probably my biggest, like to be on the radio and like to be able to perform, all in travel with that in the clubs and doing shows and stuff like that. So
When it comes to the song Minute Maid, if you can recollect, was that created or recorded under the influence of marijuana at all?
you know what? At that time, I don't think I was smoking when I did that. I was smoking in general, but at that particular time in the studio, I don't think I smoked that night. Because I can remember, you know what I mean? I might have had a little wine or something, but I don't think I smoked.
Was that ever a thought? The fact that, okay, you were a general smoker, but that song being your biggest,
Yeah, right?
and you weren't under the influence of marijuana at that particular time, did that have anything to do with your road to quitting this drug?
Yeah, that and just like always thinking like when I was younger, I would always say I would never smoke, drink, none of that. So I'm like, why did I even go down that route? But hey, you live and you learn.
Now, sir,
But I will say though,
go ahead.
when I was, like I did like the feeling it gave me when I was recording. It did open my mind up to, certain things when I was recording. So I like that aspect of it. You feel me? So I see why I got into it and why people do it. But like I said, I'm always challenging myself. So I was like, shit, if I can be on it so hard, why can't I stop it? Cold turkey.
Now, circumstances could be different for everybody, but anything you would say to someone watching this that has a marijuana addiction right now, generally speaking?
Man, I ain't judging nobody. I say, do you come to your own terms with what you want to do? Um, I can only tell myself what to do and what's right for me. Cause like I said, I had some great times smoking, you know what I mean? But um, I feel good without it too. So
Now, you may have answered this next question already in the course of this interview about you breaking the addiction, but just in case, I'm still going to ask it anyways. If you've already answered it, you don't have to answer it. If you feel like you want to add to something additional or something you didn't say before, of course, you can do that. But what did this entire experience teach you? What did you learn from this?
I think I learned a lot about myself, like the self-discipline I got. I'm very resilient, and I can be very focused, when I put my mind to it. So um, it just made me realize that whatever I put my mind to, I can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I was smoking a lot. Now I'm not. And I made that decision. You feel me? So, boom. It just led to other bigger thoughts like, okay, I could do anything. You know what I mean?
In regards to this topic, if you could turn back the hands of time, would you have done anything different?
As far as what?
The addiction to marijuana.
Um, the only thing different I do is like probably tell myself back then when I first started that journey, like, all right, if you get into this, don't don't think that you need it to do certain things, because you really don't. That's the only thing I tell myself. But I don't regret it or nothing like that. It ain't like oh man, you should. Nah, it's just I just made the decision to stop.
Anything else you want to mention about a marijuana addiction or question I didn't ask people want to know about it?
Nah, not really. Like I said, do y'all, man. Everybody got the free will. Do what you want to do, baby. I'm just doing me.
In 3 months of being marijuana free,
Yeah.
how much money have you saved?
How much money have I spent? That's the real question. Like, spending money every day on weed. You know what I mean? I probably could have saved thousands more just by weed alone. That's another thing. Like, my money got longer when I stopped already. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, because I wasn't just splurging on weed every day. And then the time it take out, you got to call your plug up. Sometimes the plug, you know what I mean? Either he on another mission or he can't get to you at that moment. You got to call somebody else. It's just the runaround too. Like, nah, I could, while I'm doing that, I could be doing recording. Or I could be, you know what I'm saying, doing something else with my time.
What about criminal charges? Did you ever get hit with criminal charges over your use of marijuana?
Yeah, and I ain't never told nobody this, but I ain't gonna give out the whole thing, but I definitely got locked up one time for it. Feel me? I'm just leave it at that.
Okay. And you are 25 now. You started about 16. But at what point would you consider you were smoking every day?
Like what age?
Yeah, because 16, that's when you were first introduced to it and, you know, getting to know it a little bit better and figuring it all out. But at what point would you consider yourself actually addicted to it?
I'd say like probably like 20. Like 20, 21. Definitely like 21, you know what I'm saying?
You were an everyday smoker at that point?
For sure, every day. And now I look back on it like, damn, I was really smoking every day. Yeah.
All right. Now, back to relationship questions. Ever been catfished?
What have I? Man, I've been catfished online, in person, all type of stuff.
What's been your worst catfishing story?
Well, this some years back, like, when I was like young, on the Tinder, them Tinder days. Y'all know about them Tinder days. Some of y'all still on it too. But, I remember one time, I was on Tinder or something like that, and this girl, she wanted to meet up. And I'm like, cool, you know, she was a little cutie, you know what I mean? She had the pictures coming from the, you know what I'm saying, from the down, you know, the up view coming down. So I guess it make the girl look slim or something like that. So I'm like, cool, she bad, little light skin, whatever. So she like, I'm in town, let's meet up, let's hang out. Ooh, cool. I bet, where you want me to meet you at? She like, meet me here, woo. So I pull up. When I tell you the complete opposite of what I saw on that Tinder app. And I had to make an excuse. I'm like, man, my brother, he need me to take him to a basketball game. I said something crazy. I had to get out of here real quick, like. And, well, I ain't even gonna say that because I might offend some people, but just know, like, her size wasn't her size. Her face wasn't her face. And, that was the case.
Did she look anything at all at what she posted? Like, did she use someone else's pictures, or
Man,
did she
I think
kind of use?
I think it was her picture. It was just like the angle she had was amazing. Cause baby girl, that was not what you look like in the picture when I pulled up on you. So, but I was young, younger than dumb. You know what I mean? So just going for anything. A little hornball at the time. You feel me? So never again. No, I deleted that app right then and there.
That was your last
That
time
was my
using it.
last time. Can't do that.
What age was this?
I think I was like 18. Yeah.
Were you known musically at all at that time?
For sure.
While you were on Tinder, you were using.
And I think that's why she catfished me, cause she's like, man, if he really knew what I look like, he might not pull up on me for real. So she played the part right. You feel me? But shout out to you. I ain't even diss her or nothing like that. I still kept it cool. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, man, I gotta come up with an excuse. Like, what I'm gonna say, my brother now, my sister might have a little appointment I need to take. So I was just coming up with all type of stuff.
Do you think she figured it out why you had that excuse, or why you pulled what you pulled?
Shit, I don't know. I ain't never hit her since then, since that day. So she probably got the message. You feel me?
Now, was that ever a concern that you were musically known in some sort of capacity, but here you are on Tinder with your pictures of you and things of that nature?
You know, see, like, I was 18, man. I wasn't really thinking like that, but now I'm like, man, you tripping, yeah. Cause a couple girls was like, don't you sing, don't you ooh, something like that. That's when I knew. I was like, man, I gotta get off here. It's too crazy. And this when I put out, I think I put out Thank Your Mama around like that time, 18. So it was when I first started to like really get popping. So they definitely knew me on that app a couple times.
When it comes to Tinder, though, and you used it for how long, you think?
Man, that wasn't even but probably like no more than a month.
Oh, okay.
And after that situation, got out that.
Okay, well, I'll save that question then. All right. Now, my next question was going to be a dating question, and I was going to ask you, the date went left, what do you do? But with this last example of the Tinder situation, and I don't even know if this was going to be a date or this just was like an informal meeting to do something. I don't know what it was. But
I don't know either, Smallz.
But my next question was going to be, the date went left, what do you do? In this situation, you thought of an excuse and got out of there.
Got out of there.
But has an official date ever went left? Okay, we're past the meetup experience. You're into someone. You want to see where things could progress to. You're in the dating stage. Ever go on a date and it went left?
I'm trying to think. Let me see. Nah, not really. I don't see me. I don't go on too many dates. Like, I'm very picky and very particular. So if I take you on a date, I really got to be feeling you. And by that point, like, I've already gotten to know you a little bit through, you know what I'm saying, FaceTime or however we communicate. So if we actually going out to dinner or whatever, I pretty much already know what I'm walking into. So I ain't really had too many crazy dating experiences. Cause one, I ain't really been on too many dates like that. You feel me? But yeah.
Okay. Do you follow a religion?
Yeah, but I don't want to disclose that because I'm still kind of in the practices of it, and I don't want to, people real touchy about that, sensitive about certain religions. So once I get a little more in depth into it, then I tell people what religion I practice.
Okay. Okay.
Praise be to Allah, though.
What's your opinion on sex after marriage?
What you mean?
Like
That's the
some people
best.
believe in sex after marriage,
Oh,
not before it.
man, yeah, that's ideal, you know what I'm saying? But these days, man, I don't really think that's like, it just don't seem possible for our generation. And then sometimes, like, it's okay, like, sometimes you gotta know what you walking into, you know what I mean? Cause you could wait so long to have sex after marriage, and then by the time you do it, you're like, man, this ain't really what I thought it was gonna be. So sometimes it's cool to experience it before, you feel me? You know I've done it, we all done it, so sometimes you gotta know what you get into before you know what I'm saying, trap yourself into that or making that commitment and then come to find out, it ain't what you thought it was gonna be. But sometimes it is, so it just depends.
What about your parents? Were they the type that wanted you to have sex after marriage? Was that something that they preached or tried to instill in you growing up, or no?
I think in my early years, well, not even like my parents though, more so like my grandparents, cause they very Christian oriented, so they follow a lot of the rules of their religion. So yeah, they was like really pushed on me, no sex till marriage, woo woo. But my parents kind of had more free will. They were younger at the time, so they like, man, it's life. We go through it. Whatever you feel is best for you. And I just kind of took that advice and ran with it.
Grandparents on your mother's side or father's side?
Mama side.
For you, first date, freak stuff or make them wait?
What that boy say? This rich nigga dick, it ain't free. Nah, just flying. Nah, it just depends. Depends on the girl. Um, because at the end of the day, it's really on her. Like, she gotta be the one to open her legs or whatever, you know what I'm saying, the case is. So you definitely don't want to force that issue, but if y'all feeling each other and you know she feeling you, then I don't see nothing wrong with trying it, you know what I mean? But man, sometimes some of these girls out here crazy, so I advise some of y'all fellas to wait. I know it might be hard, she might got a fat ass and woo woo woo, beautiful body or whatever, but you know, until you meet that attitude, and it's like, damn, man, I should have waited. So it just depends. Sometimes I make a girl wait, though.
How long?
Uh, man, she smart. I'm gonna give away too much game to these dudes, man. They gonna be trying to steal out my swag, man. But, now it just depends. Um, it just depends. Like, I'll make a girl wait. First, if a girl acting hard to get with me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't normally do this, ooh, I bet. Cool. I ain't gonna press it, you feel me? Then, as time go by, you start feeling her feeling you more, or she start initiating stuff. Nope, what happened to that? I don't do this. I don't really do this like that on the first day. All right, cool. I'm gonna make you wait now, since you try to play that game with me, so.
Do freaks only come out at night?
No. Sometimes morning sex the best. You feel me? Wake up. You know what I mean? Get straight to it.
How important is the cookie and the nookie for you?
It's not that important. At this age, maybe like when I was younger, like 18, 19, that was definitely like the first thing on my mind. But now that I'm older, it's more so like, damn, what you about? Like, what's on the inside now? What you coming with? What businesses you working on? Like, you got a career, you got a passion. How can you help me? How can I help you? You know what I'm saying? Then I feel like that makes the sex even more intimate and more better, because now y'all really like each other. And now y'all really, got just a deeper intimacy to the relationship. So now, I don't really be tripping on it like that. If we do it, then we do it. But if not, cool whenever we get around to it.
How many sex partners is too many?
For a girl or for
Sure.
me? uh,
Either or in this situation. For you or
I
for
can't
her.
speak for me, man. I'm gonna be honest. I've been wild in my days. I sound like an old cat. I'm still young as hell, but for a girl, I say no more than like 10 for me. Because man, sex is natural. Everybody do it. Everybody got a pass. And if I'm feeling you, I can't really judge you on what you done with the nigga in the past. You know what I mean? As long as we rocking and you ain't still popping that for, whoever while we rocking, then you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. It just gotta be a level of respect.
What's your body count?
I knew that was coming, and I'm not gonna disclose that.
Do you know it though? I know you don't want to disclose it, that's okay. But do you actually know it?
Nah, I don't know the exact number.
You know a roundabout number?
Yeah, I know a roundabout number for sure.
You have a figure in mind.
For sure.
Does raw sex equal a relationship?
Yeah, for sure.
What's a sex tip that's changed your life?
Foreplay. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of niggas just want to get straight to it, but like you open the woman up more when you kind of leading up to that. You see what she like. You please her other than just sticking it right in, and she please you before y'all get straight to it. So definitely foreplay.
Is sex controlling the narrative of your happiness?
Nah, but a damn sure add to it. You feel me? Yeah, we don't have if first we gotta be rocking first. You know what I'm saying? But sex definitely gotta be great too if you want to keep rocking.
Wildest place you had sex?
So it's crazy. Now I don't even want to say that because she still be telling this story. See, I done heard some people talking. I done heard people that I went to high school with say, "Oh yeah, Shawty told woo woo, like y'all had sex and where y'all did it." I'm like, man, now you running your mouth, girl. This years later. I don't even talk to you no more. So, but I'ma just say it, man. The woods.
Now, how easy or hard was that? Sex in the woods.
Yeah, sex in the woods. It was in high school too, like 9th grade type shit. And she was older than me too, so I was like, man, like she kind of like pressured me a little bit, but I was after school. I was in 9th grade. I think she was in 12th grade at the time, and this is my first time doing it, so it took my virginity or whatever. She like, I come walking out of class. She like, come here. She ain't say, hey, how you doing? How your day went? She like, come here, and just grabbed me by my shirt. Like, what are you doing? She like, come here, I'm taking you somewhere. Took me outside, and it's a little pathway, like at the school. It's a pathway, like a street right beside the school, and some woods kind of ducked off. She pulled me over there. It's a little chilly outside, so she take her jacket off, put it on the ground to cover the leaves and everything. Get straight to it. 9th grade, she in 12th grade, about to graduate. So like, this here, before I go, I gotta get to you. Man, yo.
You think this was premeditated on her end?
For sure. hell yeah, it's premeditated. Cause then after that, I done found out she done told all my partners. I'm like, man, you tripping. First off, I ain't even want nobody to know that, cause I wasn't even feeling her like that. But, you know, people talk.
You did say this felt like pressure. Was this
Yeah.
consensual?
I say it was a fine line between consensual and not consensual, cause when she grabbed me and said, "Come here," I didn't know what we was doing. Then when we got to it, I was like, well, shit, I always wanted to do it, so might as well while we here. Boom, got to it.
Your very first time.
Yeah.
Did you use any protection?
For sure. I was smart enough to do that. Smart enough to do that.
But you had no idea this was going to happen on this day or this was going to go down this day.
At all.
Was there talk between you and her of possibly doing something of this magnitude?
No. I mean, she would always flirt with me, but I wasn't really feeling her like that at the time, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't into her, so we'll never, like, be talking on the phone or nothing like that, so it kind of threw me off guard. But then, like I said, I was young, you know, a little hornball at the time, and I was like, shoot, I always wanted to do it, so, hey, you brought me here, let's get to it. But my folks always put me up on game, and I remember one time, they were showing me, like, giving me a lesson on, like, diseases and stuff like that, and showing me pictures online before I had sex, you know what I'm saying? And when I saw that, I was like, oh, well, I'm forever use protection unless it's somebody that I really love and I know they clean and cool and ain't, you know what I'm saying? Ain't doing a whole lot of nothing.
Now, do you think she knew you were a virgin back then?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
And this sounds like it wasn't.
Actually, she probably did. She probably did know. You know what I mean? Because back then, I wasn't really, like, pressed on doing it or nothing like that. It just kind of happened. And I just went with the flow.
But you never told her, I'm a virgin, or hey, that was my first time, or...
Nah, I ain't never told her.
And I'm assuming here this wasn't her first rodeo.
Oh, nah, for sure. I mean, she was in 12th grade, I was in 9th. So, and if she got straight to it like that, with a young boy like me, I already know she was getting it, you know what I'm saying, doing her thing, so.
You were in 9th grade at the time. Were you the youngest sexually active back then in your area? First time having sex in 9th grade?
Nah, because I done had partners like, see, I grew up on the west side, like, in Atlanta, like, I done had partners having sex at 13, 12. One of my partners said he was smashing at 11. I'm like, for real? At 11? So, nah, I definitely was, no, yeah.
You think they were truthful? You think they were really having sex at 11 years old, or they were just...
Nah, they definitely was truthful. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, some of them girls was wild. I knew some of the girls, too, so. As we, you know, because we all grew up and went to the same high schools and all that.
Overall, your first time, was it a good or bad experience? Looking back.
I think the thought of doing it was good because I'm like, damn, I finally had sex. But with the person and the aftermath, nah, I wasn't feeling it.
What was your y'all two relationship after that moment?
It was no relationship. That was a one-time thing. And after that...
She never hit you up for more?
Yeah, she did. But like I said, I wasn't feeling her, so I was like, nah, we could be cool.
How would you rate yourself?
How
1 out of 10, your very first time having sex.
Myself, like,
yeah,
me
your
giving
performance.
it to her, my performance. I mean, I didn't know what I was doing, so I give it like a 4 or 5, just to be honest. You know what I mean?
If you could turn back the hands of time, would you have done anything different?
That day?
Yeah, the way things turned out, who you had it with for the
sure.
first time, how you had it with for the first time.
Most definitely.
In hindsight, do you wish you would have waited?
Nah, cause it actually gave me experience for my first girlfriend in high school. Like right after that, probably like a couple weeks after that, I met like, you know, my first love at the time. And so I kind of already knew like, okay, cool. You know, I might not know everything, but I had a little bit of experience. So I was like, cool, I can rock with her and give it to her, you know, the way I'm supposed to. You feel me?
Now, I know you mentioned hygiene's a big deal for you.
For sure. That's like number one for me.
What do you do, though, if your significant other is smelling bad? Or what have you done in the past?
See, I'm good at playing stuff off. Like, if I smell something or, you know, and I ain't gonna lie, sometimes people just have bad days. Like, you might just come from the gym or whatever. But I would hope if you know that you wouldn't even try to have no sex if you just come from, you know, working out or just something that's not the best of hygiene related. But yeah, hygiene is important to me. You know what I mean? You gotta keep up with your hygiene.
Ever just kept it honest? I know you're good at playing things off, but
For sure.
ever just keep it real with the female and just say, hey?
I ain't really had too many experiences. Like I probably had like one or two. And let me see what I did during that. See, I'm real good at playing it off, so I probably was like I smell it, then I just like change the topic or something like, man, I'm a little tired, like, or I gotta be somewhere in the morning. I don't think you should do it right now. Like, let's do it another time, and then skate out that motherfucker just like that.
Why not keep it real?
See, back then I was scared to hurt like a girl's feelings. Like, I was like, man, I don't want to hurt her feelings. But now, oh nah, shawty, you gotta take care of yourself. Cause I feel like I would want somebody to do that to me. You know what I mean? Like if I ain't on point one day, I would want a girl to be like, hey, maybe not now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe when you get yourself together. So now sometimes now I'm too honest. You feel me?
You'd rather have a ton of money or a ton of love?
Ton of money.
Why?
I feel like people love you when you have a lot of money anyway, so might as well just have the money. And you can do a lot more with the money, you know what I mean? You can love the money.
Does a woman need money for the relationship to work?
For sure. Well, what you mean, like need my money or just...
No, does she need to come with money, have money for a relationship to work?
Yeah. Like, I don't mind.
Does she need to bring something to the table?
For sure. Like,
financially?
Definitely. I don't mind paying for things. I don't mind, you know, helping you out or whatever, but you gotta come with something too. You know what I mean? Like, and no matter how much money I got, like, I be testing women sometimes. Like I got money, I have money, but I'll test a woman, hey, you mind paying for the date? Just to see what she'll do. You know what I'm saying? And that shows me a lot. Like, okay, she handle her own, or she ain't tripping on no money, or she don't just like me for my money. You know what I mean?
Ever been in a relationship with a woman who has more money than you?
Definitely. A lot of times.
Do morals go out the window when a woman has money?
What you mean?
Do your morals go out the window when a woman has money?
No. No, I actually like a woman to have money. You feel me? Like, growing up, I've always dated women older than me. I don't know why. I just always attracted that. So, when I was younger, a lot of women loved to take care of me. I don't know if a lot of women say I had a baby face, so it made them feel like they was dating like a little baby, not like in a weird way, but just like, you know, he younger than me, I'm gonna take care of him. Woo, woo. So I got taken care of a lot when I was young by older women, but now I like to have my own. You feel me? So we do this thing together.
Ever been a gold digger?
Me?
Yeah.
Nah, cause I ain't never really approached women like for their money or really put money in a woman's face like that. Like I'm always trying to get to know you from your conversation or just other things, and if the money really just a bonus.
Do broke women deserve love?
Everybody deserve love. Smallz, you feel me? Everybody deserve love, but I can't date no broke woman. You gotta have something going on for you.
Loyalty or love?
That's a great question. Love. I feel like everybody's in it for themselves, so everybody is loyal to what they want to be loyal to. And there ain't nothing wrong with that, you feel me? You're supposed to be in it for yourself. So I say love because you should always just, you know, pour love amongst whoever. You know, that's what we here to do. We here to love, to be honest. I feel like that's why God brought us here, to love and to spread love.
Is love 50-50?
What you mean by that?
Is love 50-50 with someone? 50% you bring, 50% she
Oh,
brings.
yeah.
Not money-wise, just love. Just love. Is love 50-50?
Yeah, most definitely. It's a two-way street. You know what I mean? The love I'm giving out, you got to be giving the same in return. It go both ways.
Is it love or codependency?
Both. I think codependency makes me love you more.
Ever been in true love?
For sure. Man, I've been in love so hard one time that when we broke up, that shit hurt. You know what I mean? And they can't sleep, can't eat. I've been in that type of love before. You feel me? I love hard. Like when I really love somebody, I love hard.
Even to the point of harming yourself at one point?
Nah, I ain't never been that deep. You know what I mean? I've always been good with women, so I eventually get over it and move on to the next.
Now, there may be somebody watching this interview that doesn't know the difference.
Mm-hmm.
How does one know when it's true love? Not lust, not puppy love, true love.
I think it's true love when there's no restrictions as far as like you ain't trying to control that person, they ain't trying to control you. You gotta allow people to be themselves. You know what I mean? It's just like a kid. Like you tell a kid all the time, you can't do this or you can't do that, eventually they're gonna rebel on that and do that anyway. So it's best to just allow people to be themselves, and then if it's something you don't fuck with, just communicate it. And if you can't handle that after y'all communicate that, shoot, you go your separate ways.
That one particular relationship where you felt hurt, why did that relationship end?
I think because we were just young, and yeah, we were just young, you know what I'm saying? Young love, just didn't really know how to be in a relationship. It was controlling and stuff, because when you young, you don't really know no better. You don't know how to let somebody be themselves. You think that they like are so a part of you that you can't do none without them. So that's probably why, just being young and not really knowing all the ins and outs to being in a relationship.
Who broke up with who, technically speaking? Or was it mutual?
For that relationship,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I probably fucked it up. Yeah.
Could that particular relationship ever get rekindled at some point in the future?
Probably not. Friends, maybe, but nah.
Why not?
Man, cause I'm just in a different space in my life right now, and like you really gotta come with something, and we gotta be on the same wavelength. We gotta be eye to eye, and you know we both grown, so you probably on a whole different wave of your life, and I'm on a whole different wave of my life.
Public versus private relationship. Which one is more successful?
Now I say private. Back then, I say public, cause like you want to show it off on Instagram, on woo woo woo. But little do you know, what you put out there, you know, people gonna perceive it. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas might plot on it. You know what I mean? Girls too, they'll plot on your situation. So, uh, if you do decide to have it public, just make sure you got tough skin and make sure you're able to deal with what come with it. Like people coming at you all the time, giving their opinions. You feel me? So now I say private. So you don't really have too many people in your business. You just, you know what I mean? You just keep it low key. You might, you know, post it every now and then, but for the most part, keep it low key so y'all can just rock how y'all need to rock. And then once y'all get to a certain space, to where y'all love each other enough to where y'all can communicate. If anything, you know, tries to disrupt that, then you know y'all got such a bond that you don't let it get to you.
Ever been in a long distance relationship before?
Yeah, my longest relationship was 3 years. And I still can't believe that to this day. It's crazy. 3 years.
Wait, this was a long distance relationship?
Mm-hmm. 3 years, that was my longest relationship.
Now, when I'm saying long distance, I'm talking about...
Oh, long distance?
Yes.
Nah, hell nah. I'm affectionate. I gotta touch you. I gotta kiss on you. You know what I mean? All that. You gotta be. I gotta see you in person.
So have you ever, for the record, ever been in a long distance relationship before? Travel-wise, location-wise, space-wise?
Yeah, but eventually, like, the girl probably either end up moving to where I'm at or I just left the situation because I couldn't take not seeing you.
Do long distance relationships work?
It can. Not for me, but it can.
How far was the distance of your farthest? If you can remember.
At the time, this was years ago, at the time, she lived in like Canada. And I'm in good old Atlanta. You feel me?
And how long did that last?
Like a year. Well, but see, it lasted a year because she would come to visit, like damn near every week, every other week.
Why did that end? The relationship?
Man, you gonna get me in trouble, man. I don't wanna be saying giving out too much. Let me see why that end. Probably just being young again and the long distance. Like, I think at a point it got to we weren't seeing each other that much, and like I said, I'm an affectionate person. I gotta touch you, I gotta hold you, kiss you, all that. So it just didn't work out.
Can you handle your partner doing the things you do?
What you mean? Like,
You're in the entertainment industry.
woo, so
You're in the music business. Can you handle your partner doing the things you do?
I was talking to somebody about that today, actually. That's a good question, man, because, you know, I made mistakes in my life when it comes to relationships. So, you know, I'm sure I've hurt a couple hearts here and there. And getting that same in return, I don't know, man. Probably not.
Are your relationship issues toxic or just challenging?
Challenging.
Does your last ex still owe you money?
Nah. Hell nah. I got my own money. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, baby. You can keep that.
Who lies better, men or women?
Women.
What is considered
Men
cheating?
just lie more.
What is considered cheating, in your opinion?
Cheating is if you sleeping with another dude. You know what I mean? Like, and if you texting a nigga like on some freaky shit, that's cheating too. You know what I mean? But you know, man, people attracted to what they're attracted to. You gonna, you know, you'll be insane to say you don't think somebody cute or here and there or you attracted to somebody that might look good or whatever the case may be. But if you take it a little bit further than that, y'all start texting and acting upon them feelings, and that's definitely cheating.
Who cheats better, men or women?
For sure, women.
Have you been cheated on?
That's a good question. Not that I know of. Unless they would just, you know what I mean, keep it on the low real good.
On the opposite end of the spectrum, have you cheated?
For sure. Definitely cheated before.
What would cause you to cheat in the past?
In the past, that's a good question, man. I still don't know to this day why I did that when I was younger. Because I really loved the girl at the time. But I think I was just young and just wanted to, you know, experience other girls. And you know how that go, man. You young, you just want to have fun. But I still love the girl. But, hey, being immature.
Before you cheated in the past, was that preventable?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. But you know, man, I'm also capable of being loyal to one woman. It's not hard for me. Yeah, it's not hard for me. It just gotta be somebody that I really love. You feel me?
Ever been in an open relationship?
Nah. I don't rock like that. We in a relationship.
So monogamy's the best,
Yeah. Yeah.
in your opinion. Would you end a relationship solely off intuition?
If my intuition proves me right, yeah.
Have you ever done that before?
Definitely.
Okay, my last question in this relationship segment. What do men really want? Women all over the globe want to know. What do men really want?
I think men really want a woman to understand that we're different. In a sense that we don't read your mind, you don't read our mind. You think you do, but you don't. And it's a fine line between communication. Sometimes all you gotta do, baby, is just ask a nigga, hey, what's going on? And well, I know a nigga like me, I tell you straight up, this was going on, woo, 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 woo. I feel like if you always honest with a person off rip, then you give them that discernment to know whether they want to be with you or not.